Dear guest, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor and a privilege to be here with you today. Good morning to everybody. A lot of my friends and colleagues ask me, why retail? Why do someone would like most of us in the room, to spend their life and their career in retail? I was reflecting about that, and for me, the answer was quite obvious. It's about people. And when we speak about people, it can be people in our teams, and it can be our customers. What I found incredibly fascinating in retail job and brand job is every day working hard to see the world through the eyes of our customers. Every brand now is working incredibly hard to have the privilege to be registered, to have the privilege to be a part of the life of as many customers as possible. And every customer is engaged into its own journey. This journey, we call it life. And a brand, every brand, wants to propose a unique proposition, wants to propose convenience, wants to propose an experience. And when the aspiration of the customer and the proposition of the brand is meeting, they start a wonderful journey together. Today, I would like to share with you Coach story and the Coach transformation and how we keep evolving to deliver innovative and modern experience that cater the life of our modern customer. I will start by introducing Coach. We have quite a high brand awareness, but I discovered that a lot of people don't know exactly who we are. So Coach has a very, very rich history, starting from 1941. It was founded by a man called Miles Kahn, who was a new migrant from Europe into United States of America. Coach was founded, in fact, by 6 craftsmen moving from Europe, working in a loft in Manhattan, and using the craft that they inherited generation after generation to build fantastic leather goods. Inspired by his love for America, and I should say his passion for baseball, Miles Kahn gets inspired by the iconic baseball glove, and he was the first to create the glove-tan cowhide leather to craft leather goods for men. One day, and you may not remember that, but Coach started as a men's-only brand. One day, a very important person, Lillian Kahn, the wife of Miles, comes to him and says, "Can you please use this fantastic leather to make a woman's handbag?" Miles was a bit conservative and said, "That's a strange idea. I'm not so sure about that." But maybe Miles somehow have read some Cantonese proverb saying, if you listen to your wife, you will make a fortune. So at the end, he got convinced, and he created a woman's handbag. And you know what? That's how an iconic brand was born. Later in our histories, in the 1960s, it's Lillian again, strong influencer, who came to Miles and say, "Miles, why don't we hire a fashion designer?" And now, for all of us, it seemed absolutely natural to have a fashion designer for handbag brands. Come back in the 60s. If you visit a department store in the 60s, you will find a lot more space for hats than for handbag. Handbag was not at all a status symbol. In fact, handbag was not part of the fashion dialogue in the 60s. So the idea in 1960s to hire a fashion designer for a leather handbag company was absolutely revolutionary. And here comes Bonnie Cushing. And Bonnie Cushing was the first woman designer of an American leather handbag and of a handbag company overall. She created some styles that until today are still seen as incredibly cool and modern. I'm sharing all of that to you because when you work in Coach, you know that. You know that innovation, taking bold move, transforming ourselves, changing, is part of what is our DNA and was part of what was our history for more than 75 years. So, through the decade after that, Coach has continued to evolve into an American house of leather with uncompromised standard of quality and craftsmanship, while delivering exceptional value and service to customers. And the journey continues. We believe that customers see and learn more along the journey with us. Product servicing the customer needs and functional or good service is not good enough. To keep customer happy, brands have to do more. And we believe that brands who knows how to listen to the customer and get customer insight are the ones who will be able to raise the bar. Nowadays, the market constantly changes. Our life is constantly changing. We change the way we communicate with each other. We change the way we learn and keep ourselves informed. We have access to the latest information and trends at our fingertips at any time. We change the way we shop. We change the way we connect with brands and with each other. More and more, the way we engage with brands is changing as well, especially in fashion and luxury. More and more, we as customers engage with luxury goods as an expression of our own personal style, image, and taste. We are eager to explore what's suitable for us and for our lifestyle. We use luxury goods less and less to show our wealth, to show our status, or to achieve peer recognition. Consumption is now a journey of discovery and a journey of satisfaction of our emotional needs. So it is getting more and more about us. And as it is getting more and more personal, every customer expects more and more personalized adventure. Spending more time online, customers are flooded with a tremendous amount of information. The questions are, is the digital era making it easier to reach out to target customers, or has it created a challenge for brands to stay relevant in these fast-changing landscapes? The question for a brand is, how do you stand out? As advances in technology gather speeds, customers are calling for more convenience, timely responses, and enjoyable experiences. In addition to quality and attractive product, providing a unique customer experience is a key way to engage with them. In Coach, we see that as great opportunities to develop our brand and stand out from the competition. Customers are looking for brands that are authentic, keep innovating, and respond fast. As the market is changing, Coach has changed, as we always did in our history. And we have started most recently a new chapter of our journey. Remember, change and innovation is really part of our DNA and our history. In 2014, we kicked out a very comprehensive plan to transform the brand. Since then, we continue to transform Coach from what was an American house of leather into a global modern luxury brand with a complete lifestyle offering. We leverage our brand's own uniqueness and long heritage, commitment to deliver exceptional experience and value. We have been elevating our brand image by adding greater fashion credibility while staying true to our heritage and craftsmanship, and reinforcing the emotional connection with customers. We have shaped our brand positioning around 3 pillars: product innovation, enhanced store environment and experience, and marketing initiative and innovation. Those are the key touch points that we interact with customers. Many of us cannot believe that it's been less than 3 years now that Coach was on the New York Fashion Week runway for the first time. Coming from a handbag leather good company, that has been a tremendous change. And a change that has been, since the beginning until now, tremendously applauded, both by editorial and fashion editors, as well as the retail community. I touch wood because the beauty when you're in fashion is that every season when you're out there on the runway, you start from the beginning and you don't know how people will react. We feel incredibly lucky so far that for nearly 3 years, all of the connections that our fashion designer and creative director put on the runway was incredibly well received. And these collections not only showcase Coach's new modern luxury image and groundbreaking product innovation, but also created a fashion dialogue to engage our existing customers and extend our reach to wider audiences, including fashionistas and younger customers. Many customers see Coach's new collection infused with energy and see it as more relevant to their lifestyle. And of course, there is no better place than our store to show our brand stories and values. Our modern luxury store concept is delivering a unique and innovative experience that clearly differentiates Coach from its peers. With a warm, elevated environment, cozy yet luxury, and homey feel, customers stay longer and spend time chatting to our staff about the latest fashion trends and explore during this chat what they really like. Try to discover a bit more about themselves in the process. We have dedicated efforts to offer customer unique to Coach experiences. Customer can enjoy monogramming, embossing, services, and co-creation to personalize their bag, their wallet, their shoes at our craftsmanship bar in our stores. And we do this personalization right in front of them, engaging a conversation during the process. Through the conversations, our leather specialist and store associate can develop a more in-depth relationship and understanding with each customer, one customer at a time, one customer at a time. We've got incredibly positive responses to this value-adding service as customers feel more engaged in a more deeper and personalized way. We also foster relationship with customers by distorting investment in marketing to enhance our fashion relevance. We leverage celebrities, such as partnering with the actress and singer Selena Gomez, and we are very pleased to announce an expanded collaboration with Selena for this fall, which will extend to ready-to-wear. On the marketing front, we also leverage the power of digital, especially social media, to connect with Chinese customers all over the world. In China, we've appointed Timmy Xu as the first brand ambassador for Coach Men, as we discover we lacked brand awareness as a men brand. And now Timmy is used globally as a brand ambassador. We continue to explore highly engaging local digital and social initiative to strengthen the relationship with customers. And maybe more importantly, we keep asking ourselves, what's the real clienteling? If you are a Coach customer, how do you want to be serviced? What is important to us as customers? I don't expect a sales associate just to sell me one more handbag. I want something more. I want something more of value to me. I want something more convenient. I want something more personalized. I want to have an experience. And I want somehow to see the sales associate as a friend or a fashion advisor. So to Coach, clienteling and CRM are not only the tools to facilitate the work of our retail teams. We are driving a mentality change. We ask each of our associates to think as a customer and to see this customer as a friend. We ask them to be innovative and proactive in doing that. We empower them to build this relationship. Now I'm going to show you an imaginary case regarding how we engage with a customer by offering exceptional retail experience. Let me introduce you to a young lady. She's, let's say, Anne. Anne is in her mid-20s. She's just started to work. She wants to know a bit more about fashion, and she is not sure about her own style yet. So, how does Anne know about our brand? As a singer advertising in magazine, she walked past our stores from time to time, and her friend retweet Coach news on Facebook and WeChat moments. One day, Anne sees a post of her favorite fashion influencer at a recent Coach event. She's getting a bit more curious, so she starts to follow Coach on WeChat, Facebook, and Instagram. And she starts to like our post, and she starts to like the news about our new product, and she starts to comment it on the different social platforms, and start to exchange with other followers. One day, finally, Anne visits our store on a weekend. She passes in front of a beautiful store, and we have a lot in Hong Kong and come into it. Then she meets Simon. Simon is our sales associate, working with us for quite a long time. He has a real passion for the brand and a real passion for his customers. So Simon welcomes her, discusses the brand story and the last fashion news. He's asking her a lot of questions. That's what we ask Simon to do. He asks a lot of questions about Anne's lifestyle. What does she need? What does she prefer? During the conversation, Simon believed that in fact Anne looked for a more elevated bag, that Anne will love fine craftsmanship. He believed also that even if she did not do that, maybe it's time for Anne to try something other than her usual safe color. So he recommended a bit of a more bold color and a silhouette that will fit her work leisure need. The conversation and friendly manners impress Anne, and she buys the recommended bag. Anne appreciates Simon's patience in sharing the story of the bag, the design, the inspiration, the craftsmanship, and the leather. She appreciates that Simon is genuinely eager to know her, discovering her true taste and needs. More importantly, through the conversation, Simon inspired her to know more about her own style. Before Anne leaves, Simon also shares some tips, like which blogger he likes, upcoming cool event in the city, as well as how to keep her bag in a good shape and how to store. She feels very good about trying a new ball color. She likes the bag, and she likes learning about something interesting as well. Now there is a new small tool that we developed less than 1 year ago. Simon will add on Coach clienteling platform. It's an application based on WeChat, which will come soon to Line and other digital platforms. All of our sales staff have a dedicated Coach personalized and transferable account to exchange and interact and keep in touch with their customer. All the accounts are connected and managed centrally at a store level as well as headquarter level, which allow us to measure activity and engagement on social platforms between all of our sales associates and their customers. This tool allows, of course, Simon to send personalized message to Anne, whatever he wants. It allows also the headquarters to send targeted marketing campaign to the customer connected, not from the Coach brand, from Simon account. I'm a strong believer in social media. Coach is a great leader in digital in our category. But I don't believe in the future of a brand speaking to people. Social media is about social, and we are social animals. Means we believe in people speaking with people. That's why we implemented this platform. So at the end of the visit, by the way, Simon go into this tool and start to put all of the preference of Anne into the system. Anne, on her side, immediately use her new bag, share the positive experience at the store with her friends on Instagram and WeChat moment. A few days after the purchase, Simon reconnects with Anne to check everything is fine with her bag. He takes the opportunity to send her some pictures of few items he believes she'd like. Simon and Anne keep chatting periodically about Coach and other fashion news. 3 months after Anne's purchase, Simon received an automatic reminder on We clienteling application. It's time to invite Anne to visit the store for a free bag cleaning and maintenance service. They check and make an appointment, all in the app. There is a booking that has been made, and our craftsmanship specialist will be here to service Anne the next day during the lunch break. Before Anne's return, Simon revisits the information in the app to see what ready-to-wear piece he can offer to match her handbag. Anne comes to the store, engaged with the craftsmanship cleaning the bag in front of her, and he shares additional news about how the bag was made and where the leather was sourced. In the same time, Simon introduced the ready-to-wear to her, trying to speak a bit about mix and match and what will go well with that. At the end, Anne buys a very nice and cute varsity jacket. During the conversation with Simon, she mentioned that her boyfriend's birthday is approaching. After the transaction, Anne becomes a VIP customer. The next day, she will receive home a very nice VIP package, a welcome pack explaining all her VIP benefits. Prompted by the app, Simon sent immediately a personalized congratulations to Anne. She's quite amazed about how timely the greeting is. Later, Simon invites Anne to pick out a present for her boyfriend. She makes an appointment again on We clienteling. When Anne returns home, she browses the Coach website for presents. Still feels quite undecided. The next day, she chats with Simon and asks for advice for the boyfriend. They land on a few silhouettes of handbag. Simon says, why don't you pass by the store? We could personalize a handbag for your boyfriend. So the next day she comes. She buys a briefcase, and our leather specialist offers a monogramming service to personalize the gift. Anne is very happy that her boyfriend likes the bag, especially with the personalized monogramming and the small heart in the middle. Overall, she found it a cool and enjoyable experience. Simon is also very happy that his customer feels satisfied. And it really sounds like the two of them start to form a great friendship. And it really sounds to me that if we continue like that, Anne will continue to visit our store and engage with the brand more and more. And she will start to speak about that with her friends around. And that will mean quite a good business for us. And that will mean quite an happy journey for the customer as well. Being a customer-centric brand, it is important to listen to customers. Understanding customer is an integral part of Coach work and success. This small journey and example I shared with you shows how we build emotional connection with our customer, expanding personalization and luxury service, and integrating new way of communicating with customer, the same way they communicate with their friends. Our store associates are inspired to be customer friends and advisors. To summarize our key learnings along the brand transformation journey, we see transformation and innovation as key for success. For over 75 years, Coach has inspired dreamers inside of us. As Bonnie Cushing, the first woman handbag designer, wrote nearly 50 years ago, those Coach people, they see the future as an open road. And they embrace it with an open heart and an open mind. We continue to build on our heritage of craftsmanship and confident New York lifestyle to deliver a complete lifestyle brand for modern lives. What is sure is that we will keep changing to write our next chapter of growth. At the end, it is all about emotion. Thank you very much.